Alright, we don't always get to show all of our favorite gadgets that come in and out of the studio, so today we're going to be checking out some cool toys and little knickknacks that you might like and that we like too. So let's check it out.
Editor Vince here to say this video is sponsored by ourselves. So if you're looking to discover more products and EDC deals, sign up to our new newsletter, SPPLY. It's free to do so and is packed with way more cool stuff that doesn't get to make it into videos. Or if you're a real OG, you can join our Pocket Hoarders community over on Facebook, where I go pretty unfiltered and share all the extra footage we shoot, host giveaways, and roast your EDC on the daily. So links to all that down below. Oh, and since Jaden's hosting this one again, let's give him a grade for his performance in the comments down below. Personally, I'd say this one's a C+. A lot of room for improvement. Anyways, see for yourself. Back to the video.
Now, if you didn't know, I love me some Croc. So when we saw that they came out with their own backpack, it was an instant cop. Made from the same durable material as the ones on your feet, this can definitely take the beating of a regular 8-year-old child, or in this case, a 25-year-old man. But come on, this is pretty darn cool, because like all Croc products, they let you do this. Adding your gibbets makes it even cooler, and yes, they even have that sports mode locked down too, with a ton of storage for all your books and, well, other Crocs. It even has its own compartment for your everyday essentials. So yeah, if you thought Crocs were underrated, this is about to be the next best thing. I'm not a tote person myself. They usually are too flimsy, tear easily, and just never properly fit what I need. Up until now. I haven't had one that made me go, oh, because this durable ripstop tote that can not only hold all your random objects, but organize them in a neatly fashion just might be the next showstopper while I'm on the beach. It has a couple slots on the side to fit your smaller items, but it even has a small little pouch inside the bag with its own tie down too. So you can keep everything inside protected from all the elements and look pretty good doing that too. I'm not a magician, but these magically appeared on my desk and I couldn't keep away. Because for a set of cards, they took one of my favorite artists and collabed with one of the largest card makers in the world. And yes, it's blackout, baby. Not only that, each character was specifically designed to mirror their respected suits, and it just looks freaking awesome. Now, if I could only learn how to do some magic tricks like my partner there. Next time you pull up to vacay with the fam and they want to document their trip, pull up with this. Look serious, and it is, because if you're making your next trip Netflix approved, you're gonna need all the help you can get. Compatible for both Android and iPhone devices, this is the tool to bring to get those stable shots. So no more running back to hop into that family portrait, and for all the girlies that need their lighting, yep, they got you covered too. With a fill light that can be cool or warm, you can get just the right light to fill in those pores. If you needed a bit more reach, this is the one. And yes, when I say it's perfect for family vacation, I mean with the built-in AI tracking device that can not only track you and your dog, this can be controlled with just a simple gesture. Never have I ever found a blue eyes white dragon. If you know, you know. Well, up until now at least. And I get to keep it forever? These keycaps from Eminent Craft will spice up your keyboard and finally complete your set. Not only that, they have a few other key cards that made it into the series as well. With this dark magician and this random girl that seems pretty cool too, your hand will always be stacked to win. Almost as if they were frozen in time, that glossy and clean design creates a 3D look, which just means you can admire it from all angles. Now, for my OGs out there, or anyone who was cool in the 1970s, this will bring back some of that nostalgia. Because if the previous set of keycaps weren't enough, we have a full set of Pokemon that will turn your keyboard into a real-life Pokedex. It will take about 20 minutes to do so, but once everything is installed, we couldn't get enough. I did have to take my editor's keyboard as this fits for full size in 80%, so he's gonna have a fun time coming back to this. For those waiting to get their fill on all things sharp, we have a few new things in stock straight from Civivi. And to start it off, we went with a classic redesign. The Elementum 2 flipper has always had the edge on just design and durability, but now we have a full metal handle that just makes you go And with that blackout finish, Civivi knew what they were doing. Now, for those looking for something a bit smaller, the Crabby, odd name, but still just might be what you're looking for. With a micarta handle that is fitted and a full blackout design for a more subtle look, this not only fits perfect in your pocket, but in your hand too. Speaking of things that fit nice in your hand. Nothing can go wrong when you have a big black Pragma Prime. The name even sounds daunting. But if you think you can handle this big boy, you'll enjoy the all aluminum design that makes it durable, but also gives it a nice weighted feeling, familiar only to you. And finally, for something a little bit more sophisticated, the Clingman is all about a loud yet delicate design. A front flipper that is not only easy to deploy, but makes for the next fishing trip with the boys a lot cleaner. And with a titanium pocket clip, the only thing you'll be losing is that big fish you said you caught. When people say I have a good head on my shoulders, they aren't talking about my soap. They're talking about this. Sold in parts, this was the only way I made it through middle school without getting bullied. And to find it again in near mint condition, I'd say it was a sign. I usually kept my lunch with just enough space for my juice box, but it's the outside that really made me popular. Because topping it off, you can build this out to be a full-on Gundam that, yes, lights up. Now, some construction is required, but with the 3 AAA batteries and some good luck, you could be raving out on the lunch floor with all your friends and got a cool light show to go with it. Now that we are a little bit more grown up, we have real big boy things to carry around. And looking for an easy way to store and keep them, the admin pouch from Alpaka saves the day. It not only looks and fits well in my car and pocket, it can store and organize them as well. Talk about growing up. Because when you're as excited as me to organize my keys, pens, cards, and other essential stuff, this makes for a perfect way to bring everything you need in a compact setup. And yes, it comes in other colors too. As I'm writing this, I haven't eaten in 12 hours. So this being called the gear burrito doesn't help. However, rightfully so, as this can store a lot. Like a delicious burrito, you have room to store everything you need, wrapped in an X-Pack material made to weather all your hungriest moments. And if you thought it couldn't get any better, imagine being able to wear your burrito in a sling fashion. Having quick access to all your accessories and having enough hands to still hold your actual burrito. Ugh, I'm so hungry. Now, for a tool that can do it all, this couldn't get any flatter. The size of a credit card, but still able to cut, pry, and clamp. This is everything you need, but at only 5mm thick. With the included blade that can be flipped out and used for any box cutting out there. They even have this pry tool that is multi-purpose and kept in place with the frame lock design. These won't be accidentally sticking out when you store them in your front pocket, but flip out the edges to transform them into a full-size set of pliers. You can forget that entire toolbox because this has got you covered. For my teeny tiny things, we like to keep things small. And this is a handy little guy that not only fits for those tiny screws, but can also fit in just the size of your thumb. Not bad. Made in an all metal design, this compact tool design wise just makes sense. It's the fact that it has a retractable head and storage space for an extra screw that really blows my mind. Ideal for when you're in a pinch or just need a set of extra tiny tools. This is definitely the keep in a drawer at home type of tool. Now, if telling time was an aesthetic, this would definitely win because these are about to blow your mind. Now, aside from that insanely cool face, I bring praise to the fact that the watch is made with a metal frame, meaning my clumsy looking eye won't be worried about bumping into things. On top of that, they have a lightweight fabric watch strap that reminds you to be kind and have fun, making that my daily affirmation right there. Alternatively, for my CD enthusiasts that are stuck in the past, it's time to turn up. Because not only can you tell time via outdated disc, the CD itself moves as well. Gnarly. But with a leather strap on this one and some cool embossings, you really can't go wrong with either or. But which one would you go for? Keeping on theme with the retro tech, this one hits all the feels for those kids born in the 1970s. So for all my about to be boomers, a real life Pokedex. Yeah, this thing can actually store all 150 original Pokemon characters and show their special attacks too. Now, this one doesn't exactly work, but come on, that's freaking cool, even for me. Imagine this, a night out, getting ready, and you need a bag. Not too flashy, but just cool enough to make it part of the fit. Yeah. It's this. The Bellroy laneway sling not only makes for a nice go-to bag for every day, you can keep everything tucked away and secured in its zipper compartments. Thanks to its fabric design, it can be stuffed and packed while also being fitted nicely to your body. And if that wasn't enough, a larger version for those that need to keep your therapy stuffy with you at all times. Carp, carp. With an outside and inside zippered compartment meant to fit easy access or smaller things, what more could you ask for? So stay stylish and be fresh. Now, if you wanted people to know you were a gamer, and now not really, but still think it's cool, these are the backpack buddies, but for old heads. What's fun is that they keep you guessing on what you might be getting, so really it's like a game for not real controllers. But if you do like to fidget and want something for those flashbacks to a better time, these controllers do have some buttons that make you feel like you're playing with the real thing. And yeah, they're super clicky.
So if you enjoyed that video, go ahead and drop a like down below, but that's it. I rest my little game controller. What are these? I'm a Gen Z.